Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we're talking some Real Housewives follow-up stuff. Anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. It is free to follow me. Free to follow me on this channel, Anonymous Tea. Free to follow me on my other channel, Anonymous Tea Podcast. Free to follow me on the Tickety Talk at Anonymous Tea Podcast. Free to follow me on the Instagram. On the Instagram is at AnonymousRealityT. Free to share everywhere. Free to like the video so that it gets out into the algorithm. Free to share with your family, your friends, and your foes, you guys. Free, you guys, to like the video, like it whether you are coming or going. So I've got some Real Housewives follow-up items. First and foremost, allegedly, Real Housewives of OC. I don't know if any of y'all watched that one, but Tamra Judge allegedly has quit the show. Now, I don't know how true this is. So she had posted that this was a long run. So they're currently on a cast trip, I believe, to New Orleans. And they've brought back Gretchen, who is Tamra Judge's arch nemesis, right? Now, here's the thing. Those of you who do not know, who you guys are upset about the Revenge P with Kenya Moore, and you're upset about the Revenge P, you LAMH fans, with Martell. Here is a little bit of an original situation that took place. Or you guys that are upset about RAPE Gate from Real Housewives of Atlanta. Here's an original situation called Naked Wasted that happened several seasons ago on Real Housewives of OC, where Tamra Judge, I believe she was trying to employ her son or someone to allegedly get Gretchen naked wasted, y'all. They were hoping, because at the time Gretchen's man was sick in the hospital, and they were hoping for Gretchen to get so wasted that she was going to allegedly hook up and cheat on her sick, significant other that was in the hospital, y'all. So just an FYI to bring it all full circle. And there's something about Gretchen that just gets Tamra shook. And so she was successfully able to keep Gretchen off this show for several seasons until now. And Gretchen's back, and I had a feeling, I was like, she might, really push Tamra to the brink. So she posted, "It was a long run. When life gives you real problems, this reality bleep doesn't make sense. Peace out," with peace out emoji, and I'm out. And somebody, had left a, post that was like, she just posted this as a question mark. The cast is currently in New Orleans on their cast trip. Is Tamra quitting? And Tamra replied, yes, with exclamation points. Now, I don't know if this is a scheme set up by Tamra herself. I don't know if this was to take away attention, because it's very convenient you do this on the season premiere with all the promotion, with all the attention being on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Very weird that you want to make this announcement and this proclamation like the same night as the premiere. So I'm still kind of like, all right, is this for real? And then I'm thinking, too, is she trying to negotiate something else, or are they going to try to convince her back? Did she leave the cast trip, and is producers, is Andy Cohen, is somebody going to try to convince her to come back to the show? Because I feel like with some of these other housewife shows, when these antics are pulled, I feel like they try to do this to try to negotiate certain things to be favorable on their behalf. And sometimes it works, and sometimes they're put on ice. So nonetheless, we will see what happens there. We know that Tamra got a lot of backlash for, how things were going, with how she was kind of being two-faced with, how she was treating Shannon Bedore. So I'll keep an eye on this to see whether or not this is legit. But do you think she just did this to take shine off of Real Housewives of Atlanta? Because a part of me feels like she did. So we'll see. Also, I wanted to talk about Porsha, because Porsha and La Roach were on Watch What Happens Live last night, y'all. And on the after show, Porsha was asked about Simone's comments, calling her, the number one mean girl or whatever else. And Porsha kind of said the same thing she said on the Breakfast Club. Basically said, listen, I don't know Simone. And when people make these weird comments like this, perhaps they don't got nothing going on their own show. right? Because you don't even know me, so how would you know for me in real life whether or not I'm a mean person, right? Then for some reason, La Roach is asking questions about Dennis, trying to get the tea on Dennis's hot dog bundle. And I'm just trying to figure out, like, why? If Porsha just said that she's not trying to get back with this dude, why are we trying to put out his D report to the world and everything else? And Portia's like, ask half the cast. And I saw where she was going with that. She's basically saying, listen, Britt's up here saying in the first episode, she went out with Dennis and he got her a diamond necklace. And then you got Drew and, Dennis having some type of weird thing that's going beyond this album, according to what the rumors and the people were saying in the cast about them. And so maybe half the cast is a stretch, Porsha. Maybe a couple of cast members, but nonetheless, I see where you were going. But I didn't understand why La Roach asked that question if Porsha very much is not trying to answer any questions. Because like I said in my previous video, I think she feels a way of the clout and the attention that Dennis easily receives. Anytime he is in these comments, whether it's the Shade Room or Neighborhood Talk, it becomes headline news. All the blogs pick it up. And it's just like, give him a peach, And so, nonetheless, Porsha was asked about Shamea. Like, was Shamea always this successful? Was Shamea always this rich? And Porsha was like, yeah. She said Shamea's always been that girl. She said Shamea's always had money. She said her and her husband have always been successful. So I think, here's what I think. I think if Porsha and Shamea have a sit down and just say, listen, I've done some shady stuff. Sometimes it's for the show to give a storyline. Other times it's really because I'm jealous. But nonetheless, whatever the real reason is, the public's going to pin us against each other. They're just going to pin us against each other. They're going to say, I'm jealous of you. They're going to say, I feel a certain way. But here's the thing of it too. It's like, y'all have been friends before reality TV. Y'all grew up in the same town. Y'all can control this narrative. Y'all can decide at this point if you guys are going to allow reality TV to ruin your real friendship or not. And there's been all types of mess that has gone on, and Shamea has still stayed loyal to the soil. Now, I caught La Roach being messy too, saying Shamea did not do enough to defend Porsha's honor when the New Girls were being messy about Porsha and Simon and how they got together. And actually Porsha, stuck up for Shamea and said, listen, looky here, like, Shamea did, what somebody would do this is your friend, you're standing 10 toes down for her, but also, she's also friends with these new girls. So she was trying to, basically tell them in a nice way, Porsha's my girl, Porsha's my friend. If you're going to talk mess about her, I'm going to run tell that to her so that she's aware. But she's basically trying to say, I'm cool with the both of y'all, so I'm going to keep it a buck. If any of y'all say anything about each other, that way there's no surprises when y'all are in each other's face. I'm not going to be accused of, even though in real life, y'all, if there's a mutual friend or whatever else, and somebody doesn't like each other, whatever, usually they're not just supposed to say anything. But for reality TV purposes, I understand what Shamea did. I don't understand La Roach, what he's looking for, because I don't know how much harder Shamea should have went for Porsha than what she actually did. I'm a little bit confused by that, because I felt Shamea did go as hard as she could go. I'm trying to think there was anything else. Lauren was there. Lauren was in the audience. Also, really, Andy, they had like a segment where Porsha was reading former taglines of Real Housewives of Atlanta, current and past co-stars, and some of them were real and some of them were fake, and Porsha, I think, got most of them right. I think she missed a couple. Andy seemed he seemed excited Porsha was there, but it was like he was trying to hurry up and push this show. He was trying to hurry up and push the episode, so he was cutting off Porsha a lot at the same time. But he seemed really happy to see Porsha there. I feel like he kind of had mixed reviews on RHOC, because I feel like he was looking for a little bit more messiness from RHOC, and RHOC was not giving it to him. So then he would quickly like pivot back to Porsha and be like super excited about Porsha. Oh, I think, you know what he's mad about? The first question that he asked RHOC about, if there's any other housewife of Atlanta, past or present that he would be cool with, he said NeNe Leakes, y'all. And I think that from that point forward, Andy was not interested in RHOC. He was not. And I also see the PR spin that's happening too. So we went from Porsha on the Breakfast Club talking about Kenya. Kenya should make an appearance at the reunion. But on Watch What Happens Live, y'all, they asked Porsha as the last question, what housewife should come back? You have 15 seconds and why? And instead of saying, Kenya, instead of saying Candy and NeNe and everything else, she said Kim Zolciak. And that Kim Zolciak has a story. And I said, where does she have a story? Of the nonsense of the 4 or 5 times that her and Croy keep filing for divorce, and then living in the same house, and then calling the cops on each other, and all this and that, and then the home going into foreclosure, then it's out of foreclosure, then it's up for auction, then out of auction. Like, what? But yeah, that's what Porsha said. Also, something else Porsha said on, I believe this was on the after show, who people would be surprised that she's cool with. She said that she's good friends. If people don't know, she's really good friends with Giselle. She's also friends with Kyle Richards from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And that they did a commercial together and they did some other stuff together before. And so she's really cool with Kyle Richards. And then she was trying to say that they needed to bring back that talk show with Hannah, because she's really cool with some what you call it. So I don't know about the talk show, Porsha. I think it would need some reworking. That's just my opinion. But nonetheless, I do think it would be an interesting. I think Bravo had something with Bravo celebrities like reacting to the TV shows and things, or having fans do like reactions and things to certain episodes of the week. But I feel like it just needed to be tweaked. It needed to be reworked. But nonetheless, that was it. That was all that I had for this video. So let me know what you think. What do you think of Tamra Judge allegedly quitting Real Housewives of OC? What do you think of Porsha's appearance on Watch What Happens Live, for those of you who tuned in? Let me know what you think in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.